6, and we are resuming our live stream for Doom Eternal Mission 9, Terrace Nabad. You have to excuse me, I'm dealing with a little bit of a headache. Pretty much, I slept funky, and yeah, it gives me bad headaches, so as you can see I'm wearing special glasses because my light, eyes get really sensitive to light, so I get really bad migraines, so, but all things considered, we are getting back on task with this. I would have streamed last night, but I was attempting, I was actually on a good winning streak with Doom Eternal's battle mode. I think I won 4, maybe 5 matches in a row, so I was very happy with that, and I'm trying to keep the momentum with that, but I also got off to try to play Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1, hopefully to complete Nightmare difficulty. Much to my frustration, I was not able to. I think it's, like I said before in previous streams, in terms of content, Doom Eternals and, other games for that matter, with higher difficulty scaling, it's more tailored for hardcore player genres. Clearly I am not a hardcore player, but I do want the milestone completion for that particular task, so I will eventually attempt to reacquire it again and do it. But, I mean, I don't have anything against hardcore players, but I think difficulty scaling within reason is something that should be largely considered when it comes to such challenges. But then again, there's always going to be that air of casual player base that really wants the prizes of, where it's not forbidden from everybody. I think that's the big thing with gaming communities, is there has to be a universal composite of gaming that relatively makes everyone feel inclusionary. But at the same time, you've got a lot of communities, whether it's casual or hardcore, that basically feels the necessity to sort of, deny the rest of everyone else their privilege of getting such rewards or prizes, which is, it's not very fair, but at the same time, it's not very realistic either, because, there's always going to be casuals trying to step into the pool of hardcore players and enjoy their pleasure, enjoy their prizes, but there's always going to be hardcore players who are just trying to hammer home the point that, it's, I think the thing with that is, there's a lot of people that just forget that games are meant to be fun, but I mean, eventually when you get tired of losing 50, 60 times, you kind of lose a sense of fun, I remember actually an argument with a commenter who was very argumentative about the prospect of, the satisfaction of a challenge. Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say, there's a satisfaction to be had. Yes, 100% true and accurate. However, what value is in that satisfaction when you've done it after such an excruciating long time? Where's the satisfaction when you're just more it doesn't really feel more like a satisfaction, if that makes sense. It comes off more as a relief, if you will. A relief for people who are struggling really to enjoy the concept of it. For some people, like myself, we enjoy games for the sake of the fact that we enjoy them for the sake it's a stress reliever, it's an outlet. We don't need the stress and aggravation of communities and the abundance of pressures involved with it, especially when we're just trying to have a good time. But, again, I digress. Some people will always find their appeal. Some people will always find their jovial sense of it. But, sometimes it's just not that shindig. So, but enough of that. Where we were left off last time with our last Doom Eternal playthrough was we were taking down the last Hell Priest and his guardian, the Gladiator, which was a very tough fight, mind you. And we pretty much had dispatched him on Sentinel ground. Now, we have pretty much lost sovereignty there, but I don't really think that being welcomed in the clubhouse was really the Slayer's big code of an objectivity. So what we're going to do now is see what happened after the Slayer left the dead remains of the Hell Priest on the grounds of Sentinel Prime inside the arena, and what that means for him going forward. He has dispatched all 3 Hell Priests, so the invasion has in a sense been waylaid, but let's find out. So we're just gonna go ahead and launch this and get going on the action. Now, I actually had a really good game last night with battle mode, which was actually very satisfying. I had a bit of a hard time playing as the Slayer because this just, you know, again, it's one of the harder ones, but I still got to get 200 kills in battle mode. So I'm hoping in the future that maybe I'll have better luck with a demon playing. But at the same time, I know there are several groups and clans that are interested to farming or boosting said trophies. I encourage that, and you know, there's actually a good number of players I've met on Facebook groups as well as other social media platforms that have helped me with that. So if you're having a hard time with this, feel free to reach out to one of those groups and get some. There's plenty of them on Facebook, plenty of them on Discord. They're very popular and reliable. I personally will help out anyone provided they look me up. So if you're interested in boosting any of these trophies, be it on PS4 and PS5, because I still got to play the PS5 version. I haven't even gotten around to that. But if you're looking for someone to help you boost it, I'm more than happy to provide that. It will be a very long and gruelingly egregious difficult task because, as you know, battle mode seeks segments with versus and multiplayer, 3-ticket wins. So you basically would have to trade kills. The best way, I think you probably could get 200 kills for that trophy in battle mode. 200 player kills. Now mind you, you have to be the one who makes the killing blow. So it will not count. If your teammate, if you're playing as a demon, it will not count in your favor if the other teammate gets the kill before you. So it has to be you that gets the kill. So bear that in mind. I highly recommend that if you're going for the 200 kills, I highly recommend getting a private match going, and particularly just trading kills. So if you are, say, the Slayer, and you had 2 people playing as demons, kill one demon, let the other spawn in, kill the other demon, let the other spawn in, and then that's such. So always have at least one demon in the battlefield at all times. Trade kills if you need to, but I mean, ultimately that's what I would do, because if a Slayer can get up to 200 kills, one demon at a time, one player demon at a time, it'll be a much more breezier measure of actual effort. You might be there for quite some time, but I mean, it entirely depends if you're keen with starting like multiple matches over and over and over and over and over and over again. I don't think that's the case, but people are different. So, but being that said, very fun. I'm going to give that another go in the future. I'm up to 64 player kills. That leaves me with about 136 more players that I have to kill. So with any luck, I'll get there. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and get our game going with our Sentinel Prime mission that left us pretty much there, and go from there. So I think we got through this. I don't know why we're even still on Sentinel Prime. I think we should be back on the Dune Fortress, shouldn't we?
This stops nothing.
Oh, there we go.
Will be consumed, regardless of what.
Goodbye, scumbag. Now here comes his bitch boys. Yeah, and this was very confusing to me, but story-wise with the lore. Because I read a little bit of the lore after I finished the last stream, and it confused me ridiculously, but, you know, these guys basically fucked your kingdom, enslaved your people, murdered a bunch of them, made them into demons, and then basically served your world up on a silver platter. Why are you protecting these fucking guys? You know? I mean, look at them. I mean, you can't seem to sense that there's something seriously off. I mean, if you read the text, which I'm hoping some of you did with the logs that we collected throughout this playthrough, you'll find that a large measure of it is just, it's incredibly backwards assed. So, but, you know, I don't know. You know, me, story lore wise, I've always found more appeal with stories. So I'm always kind of like thinking in the back of my brain, you know, how do you fuckers not see the red flags in this whole situation? You know? And then you're gonna still protect these fucking guys? Seriously? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But either way, we got rid of him, and we've gotten our 5 weapon tokens, and we got a blood punch upgrade, which now kills on heavy demons will instantly charge a blood punch. So that probably constitutes with most of your, like your tyrant demon, your arachnotron, your baron of hell. So this will instantly give you a blood punch. So we pretty much finished the combat and the exploration. And we are free and clear to move on to the next part. We are heading back to the Fortress of Doom like we originally had intended. And we'll see how this has done wonders for the Earth. Matter of fact, before we get any further into that, I am going to answer a quick question that has actually come up in my feed here about my platform. I'm still very amateur hour. I don't consider myself or present myself as a professional streamer because I don't have that kind of influence or, you know, knowledgeability, so I can't really acclaim to being one of those types of people. Largely just because of that. I would never see myself as being that way either, just because of that, so. I mean, you have to have a certain dynamic of an audience you're trying to pursue, I think. At least I'm just guessing at this point. But at the same time, realistically, what is the go-to, you know? I mean, you know, you got a lot of people who are doing competitive platforms, and you know, platforms that ultimately I would never see myself doing. So, but again, it's an acquired taste. You have to find your own niche of what you want to present and run with it. So it says here, are you ever going to play Apex Legends or Fortnite in your streams? No, I'm not. Largely because I'm not good, like I've said before and I'll say it again, I'm not good with Battle Royale platforms. I've never been good at it. I don't compete like that. I'm more interested in a kind of community gaming platform where it helps the public, helps my fellow players, helps my fellow community, and ultimately allows us to enjoy a lot of it. I feel that Battle Royale has become quite a trendy theme that has been done to death, really. You know, you've seen it in Fortnite, you've seen it in Apex Legends, you've seen it in PUBG, you've seen it in H1Z1, you've seen it in Call of Duty, you've seen it in Battlefield. You know, these are different. I mean, probably not Battlefield. I take that back. But like, what's that popular game? Escape from Tarkov. You know, there's this monumental measure of Battle Royale style games, and they're very favorable and playable in terms of scale by model and design. Everybody loves it. Everybody jumps on it. Me, I could never see myself playing that. I probably played one time. I played one time of Fortnite, and I only played like for 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds, because I hated the cartoon theme, and I hated the concept, the concept of the building of fortifications. I don't have that. I don't have that patience, and I don't have that dexterity where I can swap out guns, build something, swap out. I can't do that. No, I'm not good at it. I can honestly admit that and spell that out. Would I ever attempt to try to get good at it? No, because I know what works for me and what doesn't work. And before everybody gets on their harp about, you know, the get good concept, no, I have no desire to get good. I have no desire to get get ingested and invested into that model gaming community. I don't discourage it. I think it's, you know, if you're good with it, run with it. But I mean, ultimately, it's just not my thing. You know, it's like me dressing. You know, am I a tux guy or a suit guy? Well, I'm a suit guy. But would I ever see myself wearing a tux? Only on special occasions. You know, so it's kind of like one of those things. You got to know what works with you and what doesn't. So, but I mean, I would never dissuade people from playing it. I actually enjoy watching people play Fortnite because it is absolutely quite entertaining to watch, not so entertaining for me to play, because I would be the one losing. So, I mean, at least I can be honest in that regard. But let's get on with this piece here, and get back on the bit of this. So we took care of the Hell Knight, and we are heading back to the Fortress of Doom. And
the God Makers overloaded your systems. Vega has no control over them.
If you had let the culling continue, the human race you fight to protect would have survived. Now I will resurrect the icon of
this
sin.
bitch, bro. Oh, and she let demons out?
Life on your planet shall never return. And this will be yet another world you brought to extinction.
No, you brought it, bitch.
This stronghold will now serve as your prison. With no power, you can do no more harm to our mission, and we may continue the work that must be done.
This bitch, man, she just don't want to give it up. She just don't let it go. Alright, so we ain't got no power. And there's good old Samuel. I'm confused. How is he even hanging there when he ain't got no energy signature? So, how do we get power back on this thing? Oh.
She didn't know you had the demonic crucible. In the end, the very power source you sought to eradicate from Earth is now what will help you save it.
The mission on Sentinel Prime was a success. The demonic consumption of Earth has been stopped.
Only a Slayer's Crucible blade can stop a Titan. You must get to the Sentinel city of Nabad to retrieve your Crucible before it is too late. Without it, the Titan cannot be stopped.
Setting the portal to Nabad.
Yeah, of course he would
This is the Resistance Network, broadcasting live from inside the Arctic safe zone. There was a Slayer sighting on Phobos. Eyewitness reports say that he was spotted inside a command center, and then proceeded to fight his way through the mortally challenged and onto the deck of the BFG-10K. This can't be confirmed, but many believe it was the Slayer himself who destroyed Mars in an attempt to stop the challenged from further advancing their position on Earth. We will post more information as it comes in. This is an ARC broadcast.
Yeah. I did. I destroyed it, and it was worth it, because they are pretty much they're running out of moves, these guys are. They're running out of moves. So now that we have our 15 weapon tokens, we can go crazy and upgrade some of our arsenal. So right away we're going to go ahead and upgrade a few of these. So what we got so far is we're going to upgrade remote detonation. Kill 60. So now we got the challenge where if we complete, we have the explosive array. If a rocket detonated while the proximity flare is active, additional explosives will activate to create a larger area of effect. Kill 60 enemies with the proximity flare is active. So we got that now. Then we have the lock-on speed is increased by 50%, so we'll go ahead and, well, actually we won't upgrade that. What I will upgrade though is the Arbalist. So movement speed in Arbalist mode is increased by 30%. We'll upgrade that. And we will upgrade the charging blast for the destroyer blade. At max charge, the destroyer mod will emit a blast wave that falters demons. Okay, so we'll do that. So we're just basically gonna like upgrade a few, like 3 here, 3 there, 3 here, 3 there. So, and then we'll do the energy shield. Recharge time reduced by 37.5%. So we'll do that. So we got a lot of good weapons charged up here for that. So now that we got that taken care of, we got 5 Sentinel batteries we can use. So we're gonna go ahead and use them. Head back here, and down here we'll go down here and get our weapon mod, the next weapon mod here. Yeah, I tried to do this. I tried to do the Ancient Gods DLC on Nightmare, and it is just, enemies are just so, they hit you so hard. Even at full armor and full health, they murk you, and it's a little irritating because it's like, you know, I would think I would have a better handle on the fight, but ugh. I mean, it's not even so much doing damage to them, it's just surviving their damage. That's the worst. And I don't even want to think about Ultra Nightmare. I mean, fucking hell. Ultra Nightmare, I mean, that's... I wouldn't even... knowing me, I'm probably not even going to bother with Ultra Nightmare. I want a challenge, but within reason. I want a challenge within reason. Realistically, attainable challenges are everything I entice for, but it has to be within reason. If it's not within reason, then it's... What am I wasting my time for? It's not worth it. It's not worth the aggravation. It's not worth the stress. So we got 1 key left to find, and then we can get our hands on the Unmaker. Now, the Unmaker, a lot of people say they don't like the Unmaker, but I like it. I think it's pretty good, especially in crowded areas. Not crowded, correction. Group. Close quarter areas. So if we're talking like wide open spaces, like halls and big rooms, that would be for the BFG. That particular weapon is probably more tailored for close quarter battles. So hallways, stairwells, tight rooms, you know, that kind of setting. Which makes sense. If you're a close quarters fighter, you want something that's going to give you a bit more in the way of protection versus the other crap, because, I mean, a BFG is going to cover a wide area with its tendrils. Is it going to do the same with the Unmaker? Fuck no, of course not. Why would it? It's meant for tight quarters. So I got, how many batteries? I got 3 batteries left. Let's go upgrade. Let's go get one of them suits. I want to get one of them suits. Those other costumes you can put on. I just gotta find the way out of here to see where it's at. That's not it. So try back here. I think this takes us back down. Yeah, it does. So this is not it. Let's look at the map. Fuck it. Oh wait a minute. We got a little hidden item here. What do we got here? I forgot about this. Ah, there we go. Ah. Praetor suit. Another cheat found, so yeah. Awesome stuff. I forgot about that. Once we get to this sectional piece, we have that one remaining secret to find. So now we have all these secrets in the entire level, which is awesome. So, suit. Let's go find that suit. I think we can actually take a detour through here. And down. Okay, I see where it is now. So we're going to go out here, and then out this door here. This will allow us to get one of those suits. I don't know which suit this is. I think this is actually going to be the one suit, the Night Sentinel armor. Or this could be the Doom 2016 armor. I actually like the Doom 2016 armor. I don't really like this very, you know, kind of staple gun kind of armor set he's done for himself. I like the old one. I don't know, maybe I'm just old-fashioned like that, but here we have the custom skins. You unlocked a new custom skin for the Slayer, so you get all these different costumes that you can unlock in this Doom Fortress. And we got the original Praetor suit, so that is awesome. We can actually pick that in the actual game, at the tail end of the game. So, but that's basically what he wore in the previous game we played of Doom 2016. So we can actually start sporting that if I so desired in the latter point. I kind of find those boots a little weird though. I mean, how does a guy walk around with them big ass freaking bottom soles but like no toe space? Frankly, how does he even have any toes to begin with? So we got the one Sentinel battery, but I'm not going to make a big to-do about going to put that in because we still got to get more batteries. So instead what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get on with the rest of the game and move forward. So we got to kill this Titan, that this Icon of Sin, and people who have played Doom know the Icon of Sin from the classics. Big, titanic, Godzilla-sized, kaiju-like demon. So we gotta kill that sucker with a sword, but we're using our sword to power the ship now, so we're gonna need to go get another sword. So off we go. With the death of her priest, the blood ritual has been broken. The Calm Maker, desperate for a way to consume Earth, is attempting to resurrect the Icon of Sin for her command. Only the Slayer's Crucible Blade can stop the Icon. To retrieve it, you must journey back into your past to the city of Taras Nabad, where your legend began. Oh, so this is where he killed the Titan in the Slayer scripture. He's the one who. This was where he killed that big ass Titan himself. So this is gonna be fun. So here we have challenges. So what do we have? We have acquire 6 codex entries, use the ice bomb to freeze 10 demons, and perform 3 different glory kills on pain elementals. So straightforward, pretty generic. And then we have 4, 8, 11, 15, 18, 26, 25 items to be found. So, and 5 battles. Looks like 5 battles. How many is there? A Slayer gate? Yep, we got a Slayer gate. So there's our next key as well to get our hands on the Unmaker. So we've got a lot of doodads here that we can use. So this is gonna be fun.
Your crucible is still embedded in the Titan that attacked this Sentinel city. Your first battle against the demons in this world, where the legend of the Slayer began.
Oh, this place looks pretty nice. These guys had really awesome cities, I'll tell you. I mean, it gives me vibes of like something between Lord of the Rings and something and some other thing. It actually almost gives me vibes of like Game of Thrones, but think we're gonna have I believe there's gonna be I think I know who's coming out of there. I think it's gonna be actually a Marauder, but before we progress with that, we're gonna go over and grab this codex entry of Taras Nabad. Damn, man, look at that place. That's even brighter. It's got more life to it. And I like how you can see the starship up there in the corner, and you can see that looks like some Maker shit up there in the upper right. So with that being said, we're gonna head down here on this way. We're gonna punch the wall, and down along the way you'll find another Sentinel battery. So we got our second Sentinel battery to unlock another outfit. Jumping up and then proceeding back along the path to open up this gate. I really would love to have one of these wolf motifs for my backyard. So punch the game, these things will turn, light it up, and then out comes this guy. I knew he was coming. Suck it.
Taras Nabad, site of the first reported demon attack in Argentina. According to the Korra, the city would have been lost had it not been for the arrival of the Slayer.
So pretty much we have taken care of that threat. Now we can head on inside and get moving on the rest of this. Oh, there's something back there I gotta go grab. Damn, I missed that. Ah, the BFG Division 2016, the Dune 2016 music album. Nice. I like that. It was actually one of my favorite songs. BFG Division was actually one of the favorite, like, action-packed songs there was. So I was really, like, every time when that song kicked in, oh man, it was awesome. A lot of people have mixed feelings. Some people feel that 2016's Doom was actually too much for casuals. You know, like it was too casual for some. They wanted more of a hardcore feel. And then there's some people who feel that Doom Eternal really it did something different in terms of it kept players engaged, but they ultimately felt there were some things that did well and there were some things that did bad, which I can agree with that. Over here on the left, you'll find a Praetor suit token. And we're going to proceed forward. I don't know if there's anything no, there's nothing over here. So just drop down to the hole. And grab the health if you need it, as well as... Now here is the next major battle. This is where we're going to get an introductory of our new demon in the form of the Archvile. Now the Archvile is one of the hardest demons in the game, because the Archvile is kind of like a spell. He's a summoner, so he's incredibly tough to kill, But he is the thing that makes him really even worse is the fact that he is constantly summoning more demons with his dark magic. So, and he buffs them like a buff totem. So you want to get that Archvile as fast as possible. He is priority one no matter what. So we're going to go ahead into this fight, and right away we're going to have the Archvile. The Archvile is a super heavy demon that can summon buffed demons, dealing enough damage before the Archvile finishes summoning to falter it, and it cancels the summon. So as soon as you see him put up this wall of fire, you want to get him before those guys appear, and it'll terminate the summoning. So right away, and then and there's comes our Archvile. We gotta find him. Where is he? Periodically, the Archvile will attack you with fire. There he is right there. Now we are going to drag this out a little bit because he's a good means of getting more of these demons to come at us. The reason I'm going to drag this out a little bit is because it allows me to get the measure of actually getting some form of the enemies taken care of. So this pretty much means I can get a lot of kills with, say, the enemies in turn, like the Revenant and such. So, and that's really what I want. Damn, okay, I was not expecting that. Damn. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get as much, I basically want to, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the kills for the, I'm actually probably going to, yeah, I'm probably going to do this. I'm probably just going to get rid of this guy because these guys are really powerful. And I'm still not at 100% in terms of power. I didn't really want to do it that way. I really wanted to try to milk him and get more pain elementals, but unfortunately it didn't look like that was happening because he wasn't putting it out. He put the one pain elemental out, but that was it. That was the only pain elemental I saw, so chances are I'll probably have to run it a few times over just to get the pain elemental. So if I have to use that exploit with the checkpoint system. So pretty much this is the big boy that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Weak point is a blood punch. A blood punch can instantly destroy a shield. Launch file is vulnerable while summoning. Falter them to instantly give the incoming demons. So this guy is like one of the masters of the hell forces. So, not really satisfied with that.
All that rage, you could save this world from itself. But this time Earth will be different.
Shut your ass up, Hayden. All you fucking did was make it worse by keeping it going. So right away, as soon as we get off this little sequence, we're going to go ahead and take a look here. Now, we got a few things we got to do. Obviously, we got a hidden battle sequence here, so we're going to go ahead and get that going. And just to meet... Oh, we got a pain elemental there. I'm probably going to fail this, but it's okay, because I'm actually wanting to... I didn't really want to use that. Definitely out of ammo, so now I'm going to have to let him win just so I can get a freaking resupply. That was a dismal failure. Alright. Obviously that didn't go according to plan, so we're going to have to rerun that. We're going to need some ammo though first, because actually I didn't use any, I didn't build up an ammo reserve when I was killing fodder demons. Actually, I don't think there is any fodder demons left now. But we have some health. And over here, what's over here? And there's a fodder demon right there. Can't get to him though. Okay. I gotta think of something here. So we're gonna go ahead and push the switch. Actually, no, just punch it. There we go. But down here, there's a switch. Go ahead and press that switch. And I think there's another thing around here. I just gotta find it. I know it's here somewhere. I just gotta find it. Something about a broken statue, a cracked statue or something. So we got a little crack down there we gotta expose to get that to drain. But right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find, there's a hidden statue here that's got a break in its foundation. So right now I'm just trying to locate it, and right now I'm not having much in the way of luck. Let me take a look at my map real quick. So we have that over there. Okay, I think I see... Nope, that's not it. That's not it. I think it's actually further up. So let me go back up here and look real quick. Yeah, here we go. Boom. And press that switch. Now once you press that switch, that'll open up this path, which is great, because now we can get to that other demon, that fodder demon, and get some ammo. Thank you, buddy. Armor and weapon and a weapon power. In order to break that, we're gonna have to shoot it. Oh, actually, no. We gotta punch it. I'm sorry. Go ahead and climb up on this wall, and then jump across, and then just immediately punch it, and then it'll fall right down through the hole. And then once it's down there, you can go ahead and get the secret in the form of a sentinel battery, which is pretty much open and clear. And then we're gonna go ahead and down here and open up this path as well. So, grab this thing, and also the rifle ammo there. Now further down is where you want to go, and what we want to do is we want to drain the water so we can shoot that icon inside that tunnel. But to do that, we got to drain it. So use the dash to burst down walls like we haven't before, and then pretty much go through that process. And then we can actually drain the water. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and get on this wall and climb back up. And we can go ahead and grab more ammo, which is kind of a repeating pattern because ultimately we're going to need to use a rifle to shoot that shot underneath there. So, but before we even get down into there, we're going to continue on with trying to get this damn challenge completed. I am likely going to try to just get as much of this as I can because I really want to get this challenge done where I can get this. There we go. There's one. Somehow I failed. I guess I wasn't fast enough. But it's okay. I kind of don't mind that, because ultimately it gives me a means of actually being able to do it again. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing going, and I'm going to try to get him again. My real goal, though, is not to complete the challenge. My real goal is to get up here and get this guy. And there's two. So we've got 2 for 1. I'm happy with that. We'll just resupply. We're obviously not going to get him this time, but it's okay. I wasn't expecting to get him. So we're going to give this another go. Matter of fact, let's make sure we've got some fodder demons. Is there any fodder demons left? I don't see any. So it doesn't look like we got any fodder demons at present. Actually, there's an auto map up there we can go get. Let me go ahead and go up there and grab that. I saw that just now. Can't believe I didn't notice that before. So there we have the auto map, which will give us a full layout of the entire area. Let's give this another whirl. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of this demon fast, and then we'll do the damage to this one here. Oh, he's moving a lot. Not gonna happen. Yep. This is turning into a real shit show. I may have to do and I may have to leave this one behind because right now I just don't have enough. I don't have enough power. I seem to have, I fucked myself really kind of doing that battle with the Archvile. So we're gonna go ahead and just we'll get some more power and we'll backtrack if we have to. I need ammo, I need health, and I don't have plenty, and I don't have really any of the other. Not in that area, so we'll just have to make a detour.
Your hatred for the demons gave the people of Argent a newer home, as it does now on Earth.
Come on, guy. So we pretty much have taken care of that. There's another codex entry for you there as well. Ah, yeah, see, this was the big battle that actually set the stone for him. Read at pause at your leisure, read at your pleasure. So once we pretty much have progressively gotten through that, we're going to have another sectional where we're going to have another busted wall statue, excuse me, and hit the switch. The switch will enable us to progressively get this up. Which is actually a switch, which will raise the gate and enable us to grab that secret at the end that we saw barred behind the fencing. Which is actually a cybermech's toy. Excuse me. Ugh. Now here we obviously have the measure of actually going forward, but we're going to try to go back. I want to try one more time to get some measure of energy to get this secret battle done. I don't want to leave this thing back here. It's going to bother the hell out of me. I'm a perfectionist. It drives me bananas when I can't finish that kind of stuff. So we're going to go ahead. Actually, we'll use the arbalist to get rid of the one demon. Then we'll switch to the chain gun, and then we'll eventually get to the other one. Matter of fact, I've got an idea of how I can finish this. I'll take out the first Kakadima with the arbalist. Then I'll switch to the chain gun, deal with the pain elemental, and then I'll have my freeze grenade and my auto-loader shotgun running. Come on, Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, fuck off, bro. I knew that was a mistake using that damn BFG. I knew it was a mistake. I'm gonna try again. I'm not moving on until I get this. Finally. I didn't want to use the BFG, but I ended up having to just to get through the fucking thing, so it's done, it's over, and that's it. So we still have this token here that I haven't solved, which I think actually is because okay, I figured it out, never mind. Hit the switch, this is pretty much where they had the secret battle. The statue will move forward, and then you can head out and get the weapon token. Now these weapon tokens, weapon mastery tokens, are handy. So if you don't feel like you really want to do the challenge per se to master a specific weapon, you can actually bypass the mastery challenge and go ahead and use this token. So I particularly don't always use this tokens, the mastery tokens. It depends really on the challenge. So in the particular instance, I'll save this one because I'll eventually do the mastery for the lock-on burst. The lock-on burst challenge takes a proportionate measure of using the lock-on burst to kill, I think it's like 6 Prowler demons or 20 Prowler demons, I think. So that particular challenge, I would see myself using that, or perhaps the Arbalist, where I would have to kill 20 Cacodemons with the Arbalist modification. So that particular, I mean, that's basically what you want to do, because really hard challenges that are going to take you forever to do, yeah, you really don't want to waste too much time doing them. So I'm just glad we finally managed to get that thing done, because that would have driven me nuts. I would never have been able to move forward until I've actually felt like, okay, we did it, it's over, we can move on. Fantastic. So, you know, I have to think too. You know, I mean, hardcore players. I mean, really, why would you want to put yourself through through the stress or just trying to do? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can think of things much more brutally hurtful and agonizing to endure than doing that. Going to the DMV, doing your taxes, going to your in-laws for Christmas, changing diapers. I mean, I could go on, but, I mean, people got a weird taste of appeal for torture. So here we are opening a door, and this looks... I think this is a divinity machine that gave him his superhuman power.
Quickly. There are those who would seek to stop this. I offer you a gift. Take it. It will give you strength. Help you on your journey. And now, they will fear you.
So that's how he got his power. His incredible strength and empowerment. The divinity machine. This was the thing that did it. So pretty much we're in this big chamber here. Now there's a few things here. There's obviously a health, an extra life here, which we will go ahead and use, since we lost 2 already to doing that damn mission. In the early stages. There's also a codex entry here, which actually is alluring to the divinity machine. So this is the divinity machine. So pretty much this is the thing that gives them their unique power, I guess you would call it, to control everything that they do. Or at the very least, that gives them their embodiment where they come off as angels or gods or both. I'm not entirely sure, but so far that's what it looks like. So now ahead we are going to have a battle, and we're also going to see a BFG cell, which is going to be good because we're going to need that. So, and I think this is actually where we're going to have our means of getting our next major kill on the... I was kind of hoping to get a shot there of me doing that thing. out of here, bro. Come on, boy. Stagger. Gotcha. Bam. There. One Predator suit token down. I'm not entirely sure what I got left. Okay, so we just got the freeze and then the codex tablet. So we just got that now. So that was a thing of beauty. Now we'll use this opportunity to get a couple more fuels. Thing of beauty. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we gotta... Let's see where the hell... Is there any more fodder demons I can farm for ammo and armor? Because I definitely want to do that, but apparently it doesn't seem like there is. Over here, there's the BFG cell. Let's grab that. That gives us one shot, so that's good. We can get another one. That'll be great. Next one we can find is actually lower in the level. Fantastic. So once we've gotten through that section, what we're going to need to do is there's going to be a system here where we're going to need to activate 2 switches to get this door open. So basically we have this indicator here, and then over here we have this lamp, and we have this lamp. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to shoot from one side of this area to the other and punch both these switches. We got 30 seconds or less, I believe, so we're going to need to move fast. So in this particular instance, there's going to be this one. Once we punch this one, we got to beeline it over there to that tunnel and get the next one. So boom, and dodge, double jump, dodge, dash, punch again, and you should be able to get that door open. And it is now. So our path is now open, and we can proceed down more. Now before we do that, just take a quick look and make sure there's nothing we left behind. And just drop. Now where it looks like some sort of a medieval style sewer system. And then here we have the Slayer Gate, which is going to be our next objective. But before we do that, let's grab this health and proceed on into this next chamber. That's exactly what it is. It's like a medieval style kind of, septic or sewer system. Go ahead and grab this suit of armor, or hazards, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to head on down into the water. Same thing from pitch that we did earlier. We're going to need to smash these walls to drain the tank, to drain the pool of water through these ducts. Each time it drains, we got to do another layer going down. So we pretty much can see that that is going up. There's now, we will get upstairs eventually at some point. This is not particularly in our input, so we're going to go down here. Swim, 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 dodge, dodge, dodge. And then over here, we're going to climb up and shoot this wall. Now, which will raise the gate below us, and we can bust this wall and drain the water even more. Perfect. So now that we've drained the water, we can backtrack on the ground and see this wall being punch this block out of the path, which will enable us to free the space and enable us to get a shot in. So, ooh, ammo. Grab that ammo. Go ahead and double jump, dash, and climb on the wall. Then turn around and shoot the switch across from you to open the gate below. You're through. Now, we're supposed to go up and up and into this path we're supposed to go. But before we do that, we're going to grab this health over here and then head up to the left. And with the left, you're going to find your Slayer key to open the Slayer gate, which is further along and right. Oh, it's up there. That's actually a player. I didn't think about that. I thought it was up further down. And then go ahead and use the key. Now, once we complete this challenge, we'll have all 6 Imperium keys, which will enable us to get the Unmaker back at the Fortress of Doom. So, let's get our necessities in order for what we're going to encounter. Who the hell knows? But we're going to definitely bring it on. And be sure to have it at the ready. So, let's get it. Now, this is the hardest one there is, so I'm pretty sure we will encounter a good proportion. And sure as shit, we got a gotta get rid of this guy, because if we don't, he's gonna fuck our day up. There, taking care of him. Thank God. I love that. That has got to be like my most favorite because it's reminiscent of like the Predator. He just rips his freaking spine out. I think the Whiplash has got to be my most least favorite because He's so, I mean, he's dangerous in close proximity, but he's even more dangerous up close and personal. Be afraid to use the portals as well to get away if you have to, because it's actually quite beneficial if you can. So, what do we got here? Ah, Tyrant. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Big bitch. Bam! Took out him and the other one. I love it. That was perfect. Get some fuel. Come on, get up the fucking wall, bro. Yikes. Jeez. It's like I'm trying to get up the fucking thing, and it's like every time, it's like I'm right at the edge. He should be pulling himself up. Anyway, we got the Empyrean key. Thank fuck for that. So now that we've got the key, we pretty much have everything we have in order in terms of progressing. So now we can move forward with the next sectional piece, going down and proceeding into the next area. Now here I'm sure we're going to encounter another archvile, as well as a few other demons, including this masterful one here. So we obviously got some heat. We got a lot of heat. Holy shit! What in the hell, bro? Get up. Fine, jump. Okay, we got trouble. Oh my goodness, titty sprinkler! Take a chill pill, will you? Oh my god, I'm getting my ass reamed here. I am really out of practice. And every 2 minutes I'm like trying to jump up, but I got some fucking scuzzball fucking just blocking my path. That guy is a pain. Carcass is a pain in the ass. This is it. Fucking hell. Fucker. Die. Damn, bro. I gotta say, I need to practice more. I can't believe it's amazing how fast, you're kicking ass at, 3 months ago before I went on all my vacations. And then I take this big, huge break, and it's amazing how fucking much you struggle just to get through the segment of that one little bit. It tells you a lot. I mean, it's no wonder, how people can, lose themselves in, like, the span of just 3 months. And then they've, like, literally got to practice and rerun and relearn all the shit that they were actually pretty sharp on. But damn, if it doesn't show, I don't know what does. Good lord. But in any case, once you've gone through that fucking circus, I'm a little frustrated. It's taking, I'm losing life after life, and I never lose that much, but that's why they're there, so. But go ahead and punch this wall, and then down here you'll find the next segment of a secret, as well as a cheat code, and also a optional battle. So we're gonna go ahead and just get things back to where we want them, because we don't know what we're running into. Probably gonna be, I think I'm gonna go on a limb and think it's gonna be, of course there would be him. Come on, guy. Fucker. That's it. Challenge completed. So once we got rid of that Pat, we're gonna go ahead and proceed. Can we? No, we can't go back that way. We gotta go around. So we're gonna head up here, and then further along this path, we're gonna find a platforming stage where we're gonna need to make our way up. So jump across and grab this health if you need it, or no, as I do. Climb, 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 jump, climb, climb, climb.
If the crucible blade is removed, the Titan will rise again.
So there's the thing. So we got another codex entry, and this was basically the alluring of what the con maker was doing. So I'm guessing that basically they used slave labor. Slayer Night Sentinels battled the demonic during the future outside the confines of the instance of the Argenta. It was a mission deep within the boiling seas of the Nether Realm, where the Order of the Six reside, that a company of Night Sentinels learned of the Conmaker's true dealings with the callous beasts. By the Maker design, it was kept secret from the Sentinels and Argenta people alike, when the essence we had grown so reliant on during this war was comprised of the very spirit of our brothers and sisters we'd fallen to these vile creatures. The truth had been uncovered, that all things who found there, and by demonic horde, would become a vessel of the twisted hellscape, their flesh, in time, twisted in the very demons we fight. The soldiers stood in awe at the base of the factory dedicated to such action, a place where the bodies of slain, sorted and processed, tortured for the mill to have their souls extracted through sinister magic. So, pretty much, this is where they found out that this bitch, these angels were making deals with the devils. So it was, yeah, they pretty much were. I think they were going to blow the whistle on them, and then the makers, did what the makers did. So over here, with that codex entry, you'll get another sentinel battery. While we do this, let's go ahead and upgrade another one of these weapon armaments. So we pretty much have 8. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the microwave beam. And we're going to save the last 5 for one of those other ones that we're going to upgrade. Pretty much, I think we're going to just start just doing that. This is pretty much where this big bastard, this was probably the big boy that the Slayer took down. So, but before we go over there, we're going to jump over here, and we're going to grab this Praetor suit token, which will give us an upgrade for one of our icon weapons. So, now question is, what do we want to upgrade? Do we want to upgrade... What's this one? Fire twice before requiring a recharge grenade, or do we want to... damage dealt against frozen enemies is increased? So I'm thinking we'll probably do damage to frozen enemies, because they don't seem to really take a lot of damage when I do freeze them. I mean, the only ones I really use the freeze grenade for is either the the Mancubus so I can get up close without them blasting the ground and try to blood punch them, or like really fast demons like the Pinky and some of the others. So before we go back there and do that, punch this wall, and inside you'll find a Marauder toy collectible. And then finally we'll go up here and start our process of getting this sword back. Man, this big fucker is huge. So, but we can't really just climb up there and grab it, so we gotta jump across, grab on the wall, and now we can get up there and grab it. So if we take this out, he supposedly gets up again, but I think he breaks it off. He breaks it off, yep. So it stays in him. And he stays dead. But now we got just a hilt of a sword. No sword. We gotta make a sword, I think. Yep.
Your vault should contain what you need.
So once we've taken care of that little shit show, take the bounce pad up, and on your way up you will find health, but further along the path you should find another weapon thing. Oh, I guess not. Oh, wait a minute, I see it. It's like fucking... It's probably like way... It's over... I'm actually jumping the gun. I'm sorry. My apologies. I thought it was in the location, but apparently not. So once we have all the upgrades pretty much in that order, we're going to go ahead and do this path here. And inside we're going to find our way going around. And then up. So go up and then jump across.
The world of Argent has fallen. Divided, the demonic energy flows now to the south. And the society you once knew has been replaced by a corrupted world under Maker rule. It did not need to end this way.
Yeah, well, if they took the time to open their fucking eyes and look at what they were doing, I got news for you, they probably would have wised up now, wouldn't they? But what are you talking about, Hayden? You fucking were happy to sell the souls of those innocents on fucking Mars back in 2016's Doom. Suddenly it's like, oh, now you give a shit? Shut up, mate. Shut up, Samuel. Fucking, now you want to act all like, oh, it did not have to be this. Motherfucker, please. You fucking were happy to fucking to depart company. So we've pretty much got our hands cut open with this shit show of an instance with enemies. Die, fucker. So pretty much we've gotten rid of that shit show, and now we're going to proceed along. We've collected the napalm that was there, the flamethrower fuel, and we're going to need to make our way across the path, which is over here. So before we do that, I just want to take a quick look around, make sure there's no other ammos we can pick up. I make a habit of doing that now more, because ultimately I'm just, you know, a little bit of practicing. Oh, jeez, I got terrible gas, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and just jump across and bust through the wall. And then we got our health. And then we're going to proceed along to a... Now, there's 3 secrets here. There is a codex, and then there's 2 other secrets. Now, to get to it, we're going to have to take the elevator up, obviously. I've had enough of you. So once we pretty much have taken care of that segment of the combat action, we're going to see there is a sentinel crystal as well as a codex entry down there. But before we do that, we're going to go over here and grab this Praetor suit token right here. So now that we have that, that is pretty much taken care of there. And then we're going to drop down, actually. It's supposed to jumping across here, which is where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to jump out here, but we're going to drop down first and go back. On the left, you'll find your Sentinel Crystal, which I think, in all fairness, what we're going to get now is we're going to definitely get some health, which will give us health for blood. So now every time we pick up blood, every time we pick up health packs now, we'll actually get power. If we have full health, it'll be divulged and redirected to our blood punch. And then over here we'll have the final codex entry, well, not the final, but the 5th of 6 codex entries. So here we have the 2 factions. We have the Sentinels and King Novak, as well as the Doomslayer leading the siege against the scumbag con maker and her demonic forces now. You know, I mean, honestly, how did you think this was going to end, man? I mean, why would you even trust these? I mean, conveniently, these guys come out of the clear blue sky to help you out? No, come on. You know there's something amiss. See, good. That's good. At least they got some nerve. They got some spine in their step finally. But it took them fucking, you know, how long? So we have our next section of weapon upgrades. So we're going to use them and upgrade our energy shield on our chain gun, in which the new challenge is deal 20,000 damage while the energy shield is active. So that is pretty easy, so we're going to go ahead and just use the token for something else. Particularly, I think what we'll do is we'll save it for one of the rocket challenges, and that'll be an easy pick for that. So now what we're going to want to do here, and this is a bit of a tricky one because sometimes some people make this, some people don't, jump, double jump, dash dash, but the thing is actually somewhere around here you're going to need to drop down, because there's actually a secret. So to get that secret, which is a hidden extra life, is going to be dropping down the pole and just letting it carry forward, and then just dash and grab the extra life like that. Take the portal and it'll bring you back to the bridge at your starting point, and then head on through the main gate. And I think this is where we will be able to forge our sword now. So go ahead and grab this ammo, and we'll have our chain gun ready for the next segment. Shoot the door to open the gate, which will close behind you, but again, you can shoot the door again if you want to go back. Grab the shotgun ammo and the rifle ammo. And it's actually important that we do that, because we're actually going to have to do the same thing for pitch like we did earlier with the two switches, dodging one area and get to the other one to get it open. So go ahead and hit the switch. I think, I'm not sure. I think this is the right spot. I don't think so though. Let me look and see. Nope, it's not. So we're gonna have to go back again. I jumped the gun. I thought it was here. Where the hell is it? All right, there's a switch. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking. So there we have the switch. That's opened the path. So what we're going to do is punch, run, dodge, shoot, dodge, and punch again. And that'll open up the door, and we are in the vault. This is where the swords are made. I wonder if this is actually the Slayer's personal vault. So with this improvement, we have now this powerful sigil. I think it's like a totem. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but he puts the power into the hilts, and then it gets absorbed. And now he's just got to dip the thing in a Argent sword thing, whatever. But here's your 6th and final codex entry, which will give you another Praetor suit token. So, and I think this is actually when they were betrayed by these 3 scumbag priests. For years, Civil War raged and took its toll on the soldiers, and their armor laid stained with the blood of their brothers and cursed the battlefield. Finally, an opportunity to end the war was discovered in the Order of Dig, by the Order of Dig and the Knight Sentinels, blah blah blah, who had served the Argentas since the Immersial, assured that the way was clear. A plan was set to march into the accursed walls of Necroval and smite the factory, cutting off the flow of our essence to Urdak and denying the conmaker of her prize. Upon entry through the hell portal. The Night Sentinels were scattered to the wind in unplanned chaos. Our warriors were separated, our ranks split as the gates twisted and hurled them across the unholy realm. Some of our warriors appeared near the gates, and they had walked before, but found that the vile priests had barred the way back. Oh, so they let them go in, and then they shut the door behind them and left them there. Wow. And they protected these fucking guys. Wow. They continued, and they still stood there and protected them. I mean, and I'm the one who's getting banished. Fuck yourself, man. And amazingly, the only one who survived out of that whole skirmish was the Slayer. That's sick. That's just sick. I mean, how are you gonna protect those fucking guys after that? They sent your boys to their death, and you're still gonna protect them? Come on, get the fuck out of here. I tell you, I mean, I like the story, I really do, but there's just some elements like that. It really irks it's got me fucked up. I'll be like, nah, man, you're not seriously gonna protect these guys, are you? Like, seriously? Are you really gonna protect these guys? Nah, come on, you fucking with me. Anyway, go ahead and after you get that and all those items, take the elevator up to the upper level. And in here, this looks like this might be our next big entry. So here we have a crack on the ground we have to break. We obviously need to jump up there to hit that thing. So this looks like this is actually King Novak's throne. I know certainly the Slayer ain't no king. He would have made a badass king if he was. So right away we're going to see that we have to open up the path by busting the floor. Now to do that, we're going to have to get a sense of where exactly we're supposed to do that. I'm not entirely sure. I think I just fucked up. Yep, I gotta fall just to get back up here. I'm not entirely sure. I think there's a switch over here we gotta do, right? There's a fallen thing there. I see we got health there. That gave us a powerful upgrade for our blood punch. Huh. I'm trying to think. Where the hell is this thing? Ah, there it is. Switch. There we go. Of course they would put it right back here. Skull switch. So once you pull that skull switch, these two... Okay. Gravity bounce pads. So once we get the bounce pad up, jump across, dodge, and it'll immediately punch the hanging chandelier. And then once we get to that, we're going to need to bounce one more time because up there is a cracked wall. So to get that, we're going to have to take one of these bounce pads. Doesn't really matter which one you take as long as you can reach it. So reach over, double jump, dash, and punch it. Just dash into it just the one time to punch it. Once you punch it, then you should open it up. Once it's open, then you should be able to get up in there. So do another bounce pad, double jump, dash, and you're in. And then you got the next record in the form of the Quake 2 music album. And then we are free to proceed down into this hole. Retrieve your crucible. Alright, now this next sectional, there's going to be a secret into the next area. Now we will be able to get that. The tricky part is the second secret. Now what's tricky about this? Well, there's a huge long ass drop down below. Grab this Praetor suit token and I'll get to that and explain that to you. Down below is actually a significant drop. Now how do we get to this secret is actually that here we are right here. Our secret is on this little teeny ledge right somewhere down that way. So to get it, we're going to need to drop down. And we have to do it just right, because ultimately... And we got it. in the form of the Pain Elemental toy. So that is a very difficult one to make. Sometimes people actually miss it, and then other times there's people who miss it and they end up having to go to the end of the level just to activate the fast travel, come back to this room, and ultimately do it again. Sometimes they hit it, sometimes they don't. But that is a very tricky one, so don't be surprised if you struggle a few times to do that, because I know I did when I first played it. Now down here, we got this little doodad here. Go ahead and dash in the water to punch it and break it, and then get that thing up in the air so you can float on the water. Then use the float to shoot the target, jump on the wall, jump back, and make it there. And we got another one of these freaking things. So pretty much once we've taken care of those enemies, we will have our full reign of just navigating this area. It's pretty much just one big circle. That's really all it is. So just navigate after you dispatch the enemies and just make your way through. Afterwards, grab this rad suit here. And we were pretty much outside of another raining area, so go ahead and pull out your scope rifle. That'll open the gate, which will bring us down here, and smash the floor to drain the water even more, enabling you to get to the other end. Once you are at this point, you want to go ahead and just shoot this next locking key, and this will open up the path to the other side. Actually, no, that's a bounce pad. My apologies. I misunderstood. I always get that wrong. This is actually going to be our way out in this direction, but to get there, we're going to need to open up another door. So I think that's what that bounce pad was for. So go ahead and open up the path, and that will be our way through right there. And proceed forward, and we have a empowered Hell Knight in our path. So this is where you're going to want to use your freeze grenade. Definitely want to get past him. This is actually a good means of actually getting through a proportionate measure of doing the challenge. So you can do a lot of the headshot challenges like this. Just basically taking advantage of the fodder demons that just keep spawning in for easy headshots. So we've already gotten to like 30 headshots here, which is great. So we'll just keep circling and just do this for a few minutes, and this will actually be a breeze. I've actually never even thought about doing this, but this is actually pretty awesome. I'll actually be able to get this challenge done probably just making this big bastard chase me around, be like, hey, what you doing? Nice to see you. Bye. 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 I'm gonna need to get ammo though. Oh, hello. Sorry, I can't help you there. This is fucking awesome. I'm like 48 now. 49. He gave me the slip. I can't believe I'm actually farming this fucking thing like this. This is awesome. $69, $70. Airborne 175. Bingo! Headshot blast. That challenge is now completed. So now when we do headshot kills will set off a powerful secondary blast that deals damage to nearby demons. So this is awesome. This is like a serious kill shot one that we just got. But now we can go ahead and put this big bastard to bed. Actually, this would be a good place to actually do this next challenge, but I'm not going to do it. I'll probably do it on my own time, to be honest. You basically got to get a kill when you see that blue flare of the rocket, you hit the L2 button, you detonate it, that's how you get that challenge completed. So, but we got one challenge done, I'm happy with it. So, go ahead right here, grab this codex page, which will bring us to the next section of it, which basically alludes to the Slayer. I think that's the Slayer. Scattered in hell, abandoned by the clergy, and reinforcements, the Sentinels proved their worth in what would be their final war with the forces of all evil. Unrelenting power in the face of certain death, blah blah blah. They died as they lived, with sword and shield in hand. Urdak too low a place to house such giants. Would be the fate of warrior gods. Remember for all time. Lord Sash, the steward banner sergeant, was found with his war standard piece. With his war standard pierced through the throat of a great beast, his body surrounded by the corpses of enemies. Roan the mighty, the light faded from his eyes, had eviscerated such a multitude that their entrails clung to the back black rocks like vines. So basically, these were all warriors who bit it. The priests believe the sentinels all slain, but we are Argento, born to overcome. Rumors deemed heretical by the Order Dig persist and claim that the Slayer himself still rages in the unholy realm. None who live can know, for the future of Argentinur has been bent and twisted by the perverted vision of the essence drinkers. Never again will the light of the wraiths illuminate our world. All has fallen. So ultimately, this basically just pretty much spilled the beans on just how bad these guys got literally fucked over. And yeah, it's low. It's low by any standard. And I'm glad I punched those guys' tickets. But dropping into this chamber, this will be the place where you get your sword. But over here is another mastery token which we have acquired. So we're going to go ahead and grab that, and then we're going to go and get this next bad bitch of a weapon, which I am so loving. The Crucible. I think when a lot of people saw this weapon in Doom 2016, a lot of them were hoping to wield it. And ironically, here we are getting our hands on it finally for use.
I'm sure you want to try out your weapon first before we leave.
Oh yeah. He just super jumps right off like a badass and boom, lands. The Crucible. The Crucible is a melee weapon of extraordinary power. Press R on the D-pad to unsheath and press R2 to cleave demons. Each demon costs 1 pip. Replenish the Crucible energy with Crucible pickups found in the world. So it basically can kill anybody. No matter what demon size it is, it will kill them instantly. So I would say that probably the one instance where you want to save this is when you're taking on super heavy demons. So we're talking Barons of Hell, Archviles, Tyrants. These are, considerably, really nasty demons that will ultimately always prove a bit of a headache for some people. So now that we have it, we pretty much, let's take a quick look at our codex entry, because I want to get a refresher on what enemy types we get. So there we have our Crucible. So, and then in the codex entries, we're going to have the super heavy. So we can pretty much use the Crucible. If you're going to use them to take down nasties, I mean, heavies you could do, but personally, I would save them for, like, significantly tougher enemies, like super heavies. So if we're talking Barons of Hell, Doom Hunter, I don't think the Marauder would count, because he's got that goddamn shield, but definitely like Archviles, Barons of Hell, Doom Hunter, and Tyrants would be exceptional to that. So I would definitely see myself using it more against those types versus the Marauder. So, but either way, pretty much there, you can see right there. Boom! So pretty much we got a Baron of Hell, he's taken care of. Baron of Hell, he's taken care of. This thing is a thing of beauty. Ah. Let's get rid of this sucker. Boom, baby. pretty much every one of these is a pip, so this basically gives you the power you need to take on, I mean, a lot of these enemy types, so. Definitely want to get more ammo. Yeah. I could have used a lot more if I wanted to, and I probably should have, but the fact is I got what I needed, so that's all that really mattered to me. So right now, actually, I'm going to probably take advantage, just use it, use up some of the... I don't want to use any ammo, so I definitely want to just make the measure of that, so... But what I will do... So... All things considered, it was actually pretty decent. Got pips here, pips there, and you know, you'll find more of these in the levels ahead, so you'll actually have plenty of more opportunities to get more of this if you do run out. And I think it also, much like with your ammo supplies and your fuel for your for your chainsaw, it also restocks your sword power too. So when you get a lot of resources that are burned out, you can actually replenish a lot of your other resources as well. So we got everything except for one pip, so. I kind of wish we had more weapon tactics, so I kind of would like to do a lunge or like an overhead strike, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being pretentious. So, but that being said, we've gotten everything. So we have 5 Sentinel Batters, 2 Mastery Topaz, 3 Predators, and then some. So we've completed all of the challenges, and we're going to head on back to the Doom Fortress. Challenges complete. Exploration done. Demonic Corruption completed. 5 battles. Slayer Gate 3, and 2 secret combat encounters. So, and our challenges are complete. Codex, Keeping It Cool, and 3 different 3 different Pain Elemental kills. So, did pretty decent. I'm a little frustrated though. Earlier in the game, we kind of had a bit hard time with Secret Battle, and then also with some of those other sectional encounters that we had a Archvile involved. But then again, I have to remember it's been 3 months since I've been playing, and yeah, I definitely probably should have practiced a little more before I did live stream. But it's good to sort of have some kind of presence of you know, showing that, you know, am I perfect? No. But the fact is it shows that I can still get better. So, but with that said, we had another long mission. Thankfully, it was actually a lot more breezing at the end, but thankfully we got everything we need. So, I will probably take a brief break, use the bathroom, get a snack, and then maybe if I feel up to it, I'll do another live stream. I'm definitely coming up on finishing this. I'm definitely trying to push myself to get through as much more of it as I can, because I got a lot of games to play, and this is definitely one of the ones that I am enjoying, but at the same time, I need to sort of make way for other activities. I actually did dishes tonight, and I am going to probably do some more activity with one of my other games. But it is Saturday night, and I will definitely be going nowhere. So, that being said, I'm going to end the stream here for a time being. I'll be back in perhaps 10-15 minutes, and we will get on with the next functioning playthrough of our Mission 10. So, stick around and stand by. I will see you very shortly. If you have anything you have to ask, feel free to like and subscribe, and ask me questions down in the comments below, and I'll answer them as best I can. I'll see you shortly, very soon.